Earth conversation.
Pancakes? Oh, that sounds dude, I'm so hungry. I don't even know why.
The Earth is flat.
Dude,
Changed my mind.
well,
Pancakes
I
or
just have a hard
waffles?
time because they're all butter and stuff, and I can't have it.
Waffles.
Okay, first of
See,
all,
that's a good. Why don't
I'm
we
sure
do Would
you
You
can
Rather?
find a vegan or whatever it is that you are.
Yeah,
One.
but not at 12 o'clock right now.
But waffles, right?
No.
Yes.
Are you really a pancakes guy?
Yeah.
That
Over
is
waffles?
disappointing.
Yeah.
that's very disappointing. I'm not gonna lie.
Mike on?
Yes,
You're telling me.
screaming.
Oh,
You're
okay.
telling me you would
Yeah,
take
you're
a
yelling over there.
Belgian waffle over Co-op Pancake House?
They have waffles there. So
Pancake House is
Dude,
trash.
guys,
how about
oh.
a Belgian waffle from Koa Pancake House?
Dude,
No,
Yes, sir, I would take that.
Pancakes. Why
would
the
take
heck
that.
would you go to a pancake house to get waffles?
Oh,
Because that's
man.
not the only thing they serve.
That's
They
true.
serve other
a
things
pan-
for a
Why
reason.
would a
I know
pancake
that.
house serve anything other than pancakes?
That's
yeah,
what
IHOP is
because they
known
know
for
their pancakes aren't the best. It's their waffles and fried rice.
then why would then why is it
Right,
called the
right.
Pancake House, not a
Dude.
Waffle House?
Guys, hold on a second.
Exactly.
Why are we opening this up with food? Like, I'm so hungry. The more we talk about food, the more I'm about to DoorDash.
Okay, tacos or burritos.
Dude,
Just
guys,
kidding.
come on.
burritos?
Tacos.
Tacos.
What is wrong with
Wow,
you?
Marcus is in the minority
can't-
over here.
Maybe it's just I'm fat.
In
But in a
more ways than
burrito,
one.
no, listen. In a burrito,
You
you
can
get
fit a lot
everything that's
more.
in a taco in a giant burrito, in a giant thing, and you don't have to. You know. You,
Okay, first of
that
all,
looks so
Street
bad.
yeah.
Yeah, and street tacos, you don't have to. It's
Yeah, you
literally-
do. You have to. You hold it
It's-
up and you eat it from the side.
Street tacos are basically burritos that you roll yourself.
Yeah, they're just tortillas.
No.
You're
Okay,
thinking of a
guys.
taco with a shell. Those are, yes, a lot harder to eat.
No, even street tacos. It's what, $5 for two of them in
Bruh.
No,
down.
$5.
It's usually way
Go
cheaper.
down to the taqueria right down the hill, and they're like $1 something
Yeah, they're like-
for
they're
one.
$1 too.
For two. For
It's
one.
like $250 for like two or something.
Yeah, it's
Some-
a
some-
good
something
deal.
like that.
Okay.
and they're
So two for $250,
delicious.
or you can get a burrito for $5 that has literally like triple or quadruple the amount of stuff that's in it.
It's true, but
And see,
it's
exactly.
true, but no.
But it's the same exact thing, just more of it.
Here's
I don't
what-
understand why
here's
you
what
wouldn't do
I'm
that.
saying. Here's what I'm saying, okay? Tacos are healthier.
That's not true.
It is.
Actually,
Portion size.
that
Healthier.
doesn't matter. It's the same amount of food.
It's
Not food. Sorry, it's the same amount of
ingredients.
ingredients. It's the same ingredients. It's just you're eating more.
But
of it.
it's less because you just said that it's more than what comes in a taco is what goes in a burrito.
Yeah, but
So
I'm
it's
saying
less.
it's still the ingredients. You're still eating unhealthy food no matter what.
Well,
it's
if
just eating less of it.
If I'm having a taco,
That you're still eating unhealthy food.
if I'm having a taco that's less, like we'll say like this: if I have an Oreo, okay,
Mhm.
but I could either have the whole Oreo, or maybe just the cookie. I would have just the cookie because it's a little bit healthier. I mean, that's just an analogy, okay? Instead of having the cream, you have that. Plus,
Cream is the best part.
in my case, I really can't have a lot of burritos because a lot of Mexican food for me is really hard. And I found this out the hard way, but a lot of Mexican food, like everything has some type of dairy product in it. Everything from the beans to the rice, literally everything. So I can't have burritos.
I don't
really.
know how
I have to-
accurate that is.
Bro, you would be surprised, bro. You would literally be
Beans
surprised.
are literally soaked in water and then add garlic and
People throw
onions.
a lot of these
and
places are throwing
that's pretty much
butter. They're throwing like a little bit of milk to make it a little bit more creamy. I've learned the hard way. Let me tell you.
I've never seen that. But
Well,
yeah, I
intro,
guess
let
it's
me-
possible.
Let me intro into the podcast
The way
first.
you just put your arm up, I forgot you had a tattoo right there, and it
Oh,
looked
really?
like boobies for a second.
Which one
Hey.
is this one? Oh, it's that. Oh, I was like,
I
which
just
one
saw
is-
like two lumps.
I had an
Oh.
epiphany the other day, but go ahead and intro.
Yeah,
And
let
then
me
I'll
go ahead
get
and intro real quick, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for. I'm gonna restart that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out today's podcast. I hope you guys are doing well and having an incredible Sunday. We are joined today with Mikayla. Mikayla wanted to come and jump in this with us, so round of applause to Mikayla.
Yay.
Woo! Yep, Kevin over here, not super excited, but whatever.
Whoa,
I
whoa,
was
whoa,
kidding.
whoa!
It is late. It is late. I think, and you had to work. Was this your first shift?
He works tomorrow too.
Jeez, I mean, I do too. But I mean, like, do you work tomorrow? Oh no,
Do you work 9 hours tomorrow?
I do work 9 hours. I
Oh,
might
wait, I
have.
forgot you work
But
5.
do you?
That's
did
8.
you? Is today your first day? Being earlier in the morning. Has your schedule changed?
Second day.
Second day. Okay. So sorry guys, that was a little tangent, but Kevin changes hours a little bit, so he's working more in the morning. So I was just curious. But again, thank you guys so much for checking out today's podcast. We are truly excited to be here, bringing you our second episode you guys really liked the first one we saw. Had like 30 views, which considering that we have like 30 subscribers on there,
That's like
almost
Gold.
everyone pretty much watched the podcast, which is super cool. So thank you again for that. We're excited again to be bringing you guys another one.
My epiphany.
Yes,
Mhm.
hit us with your epiphany.
You know how like really high-end restaurants have really small
Oh,
portions?
I've heard this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I don't know who I was talking to, but I remember you being there.
I think it was you, me and your mom were listening.
In the
only ones
kitchen.
listening,
Yeah. The reason it's really small portion sizes is because it's really unhealthy. They use a lot of butter, a lot of oil, a lot of all
I've
these
heard of
things,
that.
and it's like really unhealthy. Like if you watch Gordon Ramsay cook, he's using like really unhealthy things, but he puts just a very little portion on the plate. And that's why you have like 9-course meals, is because they bring you little small portions of really unhealthy things, but at the end it's like the same amount of calories as a normal portion that's not as unhealthy, but it's really unhealthy.
That's so interesting.
It's interesting, huh?
Yeah,
But that just seems like such a waste of time and money.
Exactly.
That is so
And
stupid. I
that-
would never do that.
And that's part of the reason it costs so much.
That's why you never go to Nobu.
But that's
dude, I would so go to Nobu, guys. Come on.
I
Come
don't
on.
know what Nobu is.
It's like the super
It's-
expensive,
it's
famous sushi
Michelin
restaurant.
Michelin star sushi restaurant.
I thought.
It's where all the
I was
celebs
gonna
are.
sound very stupid.
Guys, that's supposed to be
What?
like some of the best. Listen, okay, here's.
What were you gonna say?
I thought that the Michelin thing was the Michelin Man, the tire
Oh,
guy.
that
It's
is
made
true.
by the same people, but you know why?
So that's his name too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's made
Okay,
by the same
okay.
people, and this is
About
the
to
reason.
You're not
The
dumb,
reason
you're not
why
dumb.
it's called the Michelin Star was because they wanted people to use their tires to go to these restaurants. So they would go,
What?
yeah. So they would go and rate these restaurants and
That's
sell
pretty
the
cool.
book, so that people would be like, "Oh, I need to go there," and then their tires would wear out, and then they would go and buy more of their tires.
I didn't know that. That's kinda cool.
That's like the origin story of the Michelin Star.
That's so cool.
So the people that give out the Michelin star, is it the people that change your tires
I'm gonna,
too?
Exactly.
I'm gonna look up a
Mhm.
price of something.
That's
Like
pretty
the
cool.
pe-
They get treated very well.
Yeah, the Michelin Star and the Michelin
I'm gonna go
wheels
work
are the
for
same
them.
two brothers that started it, or guy that started it. I don't know. I think it was
No, but I'm
brothers.
saying the actual mechanics that work at those places
Oh, no,
are
no,
the
no.
ones that
They're two different
go
companies.
give out the stars.
They're two different companies, just founded by the same people.
Yo, you know this is gonna be crazy when literally like it has. You know how like when you search it on Google, how it like has like the little dollar sign of like how much it is, and it's like usually if it's cheap, it's like 1. This is 4.
There's actually
So does I'm pretty sure Ruth's Chris has 4.
Ruth's Chris. What's
Mhm.
that?
It's a popular steakhouse.
Oh really?
Oh my god.
Who
What
is
is
that?
that?
Who was that?
What was that?
Was that Mikayla?
Oh my-
Oh.
I just
They're gonna hear that
like,
one.
while you guys were talking, I do you think they'll hear it?
Oh
I was like,
gosh,
I know
dude.
they'll hear it.
Oh my
That hot
gosh.
sauce is coming out.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, we haven't even explained that. So, guys, Mikayla's.
No, don't leave that in. Don't leave that in. Don't leave that in.
Mikayla, unfortunately, that's
These
not the
are
way the
unedited-
podcast
these are
is. This
unedited.
is how
Are
it
you
goes.
serious?
They're
Yeah, podcasts
unedited.
are unedited.
This is.
Nah, you're lying.
No,
You
this
see
is it.
podcasts.
This
yeah,
is
and
it.
they edit them.
No,
Well,
they
yeah,
don't.
but they like change camera angles, but they don't cut
No,
anything
no,
out.
no, not the ones I watch.
Oh,
Bro,
right.
this
the
is-
one we film.
This is unedited. That's going in the
And I'm
video.
Anyways,
You don't-
we did a hot sauce challenge.
Yes.
I still
so,
have the taste in my mouth.
Yeah, so guys,
when I,
if
like,
you have not already, you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, go subscribe to me, and down actually in the link below, or sorry, down in the description below, there's a link on my channel right now. There is a hot sauce challenge video that we did. We did truth or shot, and so we would ask each other personal questions, and if we didn't want to answer it for the audience of the world, then you have to take a shot of hot sauce, and each one of us had to take a hot shot eventually once. So definitely go check that out. It's crazy funny. Marcus almost died. I almost threw up a couple
No,
times.
I did.
Marcus did die, and then yeah. So guys, definitely go check out that video again. The link is down in the description.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should talk about too what happened this week. What happened this week in as far as like videos, because we had some difficulty. So we had some difficulty this week. So well, I guess you can start with Marcus. You go ahead, and if you want to explain what happened with you on Sunday, and then Kevin, go ahead and talk about what happened.
Sunday
with him
was
on
just
Tuesday.
a bad day. It was Super Bowl Sunday. True. Kevin was like 2 hours late, 3 hours late, because we were supposed to get up at 10 and film. I don't know what happened, to be honest. And then we started filming or whatever, and I come home and we do our punishments. They were going to be basketball videos. And we do our punishments, and then I go to start editing the video, and we filmed 2 videos, and each video was cut in half, and the second half was just completely gone, like nowhere to be found. So we had both of these guys had to do punishments, and no video for them to go along with. So basically, it was for nothing.
Yeah, literally for nothing.
And so that was gonna be one of them was gonna be my post for this Thursday on the MXM channel. We ended up playing Code Names. If you want to go check that out, please do. But we planned that Wednesday night, and I filmed that. We got on at like 12 on Wednesday night, so basically Thursday.
Yeah.
And we played for like an hour and something.
That was actually really fun.
Code Names is fun. Code Names is a fun game. If you don't know what it is, go check out the video. I tried to explain it as best to my ability. I don't know if I really did that well, but you'll get the premise if you watch it. But yeah, I edited that night, and then I woke up, made some food. It was like 1:30ish after hanging out with the nephews and nieces, and made a thumbnail and then posted it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it did too hot.
I think it did. I haven't again taken a look at it. Honestly, I thought it was fun. It was exciting. We had again some serious issues this week, so that definitely you can't win every battle, and we had to kind of figure out what we were going to do, and that was the last minute thing we were going to do. But Kevin, why don't you go ahead and talk about what happened with you, because you also had some difficulty with your video.
If you watched the last podcast, my video was supposed to be out the Tuesday following that one. That didn't happen.
That was my fault.
I'm pretty sure there was 2 different times where I wanted to do it, or we were like, oh, we should do it today, and then it just ended up like people weren't ready or people were doing something else. But like the most recent one, this kid fell asleep. Given on that Sunday, same Sunday that we failed to, well, I guess the basketball videos ended up not working out. Maybe it's because he woke up so early, and I didn't.
Was because the night before, remember I was working and I was like, bro, I woke up at 6. Like this is not gonna be good. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you remember. I woke up at 6, and then I came home and I streamed for a little bit, and then I woke up at 10 to film this video, and then Kevin was lo and behold 3 hours late. But it is what it is.
But then we did film it, and then apparently I don't have enough storage in my Google Drive to upload it to our shared thing. So then I couldn't get it to Marcus, and he was supposed to post it on Tuesday. He was going to edit it for me because I haven't edited it yet, so it had been easier for him to do it. And then that didn't end up working out, and so no video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very interesting. But I mean, we obviously missed we had no video on Tuesday. There was nothing we could do about that. By the time we finished playing, because we tried to again re-record on Monday night. By the time we filmed and did that, which we probably did for about an hour, it was probably about 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then the trouble with not being able to send it to Marcus to edit was a problem. So we apologize for no video out on Tuesday, but luckily again, and we had the video out, Marcus posted on Thursday, and then I'll be posting mine on Saturday, so yesterday. So if you guys didn't see that, also go check that video out.
This Tuesday, expect a video from Kevin. His very first video
Yes,
on YouTube.
Do you know what you're doing? Have you already filmed something?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I haven't filmed anything.
Jeez,
I had a video that I thought... What?
Go for it.
I had a video that I thought I was going to do. Turns out that video also got cut in half.
Oh, really? Huh? I'm ordering from Mongolian
That
Barbecue.
video got cut in half. So then I had to delete the rest of those. And so, who knows? Maybe I'll be carrying my girlfriend to a dub. Maybe I'll be playing some kind of multiplayer map with one of these 2. But I have no clue what I'll be doing. And they're discussing food right now, so I'm going to keep you entertained. Mikayla, how was your week? Then you have some kind of like Facebook group that you joined. I want to hear about that.
Oh, they're closed.
What is it called?
Oh, the Facebook group?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to hear this.
It's called Tipping Placer County. And my friend from high school, her mom started it.
Wait.
And
Explain like why that's important to, or like the
premise. Explain the premise.
As in like why, like your job basically, right? I'm assuming tipping is like tipping as in waiters and stuff, right?
can you let me talk?
Okay, go for it. Go for it. Oh, go for it.
My friend's mom started it, and basically it's a bunch of people that live in Placer County that are donating money to my friend's mom. Her name is Mia. So people donate money to Mia, and she takes that money and she has like, I don't know how often they do it, but they'll go to a restaurant and take all the money that was donated, and whoever their server is at the end of their meal, they give all of that to the server, because COVID and it's been really hard for people working in restaurants. And so I saw I got invited to it today by my friend. And so I was looking at it, and there's like, they've only done it to 2 servers so far because it's fairly like new, but yeah, they have like videos of these servers are getting like $500 cash, and it's just because people in this area are like, we love this restaurant, this server's great, we really know they need it, go tip them. And so like they'll go to the restaurant and give them a fat stack of cash, which is so nice. And I was like, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. I want someone to do that to me. So I donated money. That's all.
But yeah, no, I think I've seen videos of like people tipping waitresses or
Yeah,
servers
it's
a
really
lot.
nice. And servers
start
have had
crying.
it real rough.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough that I haven't had it that bad. But it's so nice when I do get to serve, because you make so much more money. And servers that only serve have not made good money.
I think it's interesting that we're one of the only countries that actually tip. Like, in America, we are expected to tip because you don't get paid as much. But in most other countries, they pay you more so that people don't have to tip. And it's actually
Really?
it's actually in fact rude in most countries to tip, because it means like
Oh,
you look
they
like you need it. Yeah, like
what?
that kind of
I
thing.
didn't know that. That's
And
actually
so-
crazy.
So a lot
I
of
don't
other
want to
people
live there.
a lot of other people are
Well, no, you would, because you get paid more.
no, but they don't get tipped. But here you
Right.
get tipped, but you get paid less.
Tips are so nice.
Wait. Listen,
And-
though. Listen, but like, instead of making, what do you? I don't know, we'll just say you make $12 an hour, which is like, oh no, it's 14 or 13 in California now.
I don't know. Mine got paid up.
It's
or moved
14.
up,
It's
so-
four- okay,
What are you at? Well,
I
you don't have to,
can't.
no, don't say.
Yeah,
don't say.
so
Yeah.
it's okay. So it's 14 in California.
We'll
So
talk about it
instead of
later.
making $14 an hour, you're making, I don't know. Let's just say 18. That's over time. You make more money by that than tips,
Yes, that would be fantastic.
and your taxes. It'll come back better for your taxes.
That would be fantastic. However, having tips in between my paychecks saves me. Like, I pay bills with one of my paychecks, and then my other paycheck goes into my savings, and the only reason I can do that and my savings are doing so well is because I have great tips in between each paycheck. I'll make like $400, almost $500 just in a week in tips alone.
So
Here's-
that's more of a. Sorry, just real quick. So I think that's more of a. That'd be more of like a budgeting thing, less of a. If I had tips or not had tips, it's like more you. If we lived, let's say in Europe, you didn't have tips. You would just have to budget better.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's really nice the way I budget right now. I get a full
Mhm.
paycheck for my savings, a full paycheck for my bills, and the rest of it I get to do whatever I want with it. Most of
Here's-
it goes into my savings too, but
Yeah.
if I need gas and my paycheck just came through and I just pay my bills and I don't have any money to pay for my gas, I can pay
I
for my
see.
gas.
Here's the other thing that's good about having tips. It is most other countries, when they come to America, they realize our service is so good because they're trying to earn that tip. If you go to the
Oh,
UK, the
interesting.
service isn't that good. They just give you your food and be like, here you go. And here it's like, is there anything else I can get for you? They come back every 5 minutes. Do you need straws? Do you need more fries? Whatever. And they talk to you. Do you want me to refill your
Hustle.
drink and
Would
stuff?
you like some more
Exactly.
zucchini fries? They're totally bottomless too.
Are they actually?
You want to hear our list of bottomless things?
No.
Sauces. She
Straight
goes
up.
like ranch, barbecue, ketchup.
Water.
A lot of our
Water.
stuff is bottomless.
Dude,
I
you
know
know
that.
what? So yesterday,
Red
I got
Rumble.
sweet potato fries, right, from Mel's. Honestly, probably the best diner ever. Extremely overpriced in my opinion because it's a
True.
diner. It's literally like this diner is a restaurant. It's pretty much a Northern California thing. It's called Mel's Diner. Anyways, I got some sweet potato fries with them, and that's it. So I pulled up to the to like the curbside pickup to get my sweet potato fries. I order it. Like I had to call the guy, to place my order. The man bringing me my fries. Okay, I've never seen this before in my life. He is carrying it in the bag, swinging it like this. No joke, walking like swinging like this.
What?
Now, in my mind, I'm like, okay, clearly, either this guy is just doing this and he's not realizing it, or is he upset that I should preface this too. So I was pretty much I didn't put down a tip. because I didn't think I need to. I wasn't dining in. You know, I literally was
I hate
picking.
people like you.
I was like I'm picking up my food. Well, it's the same thing. Like I don't give a tip if I go to Subway.
Okay, so
But I don't
that
give,
makes
I don't give a
sense. But
tip.
you're having him, like, he's got to walk out to you. He's
Well, no,
maybe
that's the
it's
thing.
different in your situation, but like people that don't pay online or over the phone, they have to come out to you, give you your food, give you your receipt, walk back inside the restaurant, do your payment, come back out to you. Sometimes it's pouring rain. Sometimes it's 100-something degrees out. It
Okay.
sucks.
Let me just tell you, at Chick-fil-A, you're standing outside for like sometimes 6 hours a day in the rain, in the cold.
And you're
in the
compensated
heat.
for that. You get a nice jacket. You got heaters out there. What do I get?
An umbrella.
Nothing.
Yeah, but are we
I get a
ask-
name
are we
tag.
You're screaming
are
on
we
the
begging
mic.
for tips? No. Was I running around one day in the rain, in the wind because our tents had flown away?
Yes.
And am I asking for
And
tips?
hit a
like,
car.
oh, I just handed you your food. Can I get a tip now? No.
But
listen,
you know
listen,
what?
listen to this, right? I'll explain that story because that's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Mhm.
We were in the kitchen Saturday, middle of rush hour, right? Full screens are empty. We're like, what just happened? Walks outside, right? I can't say names. Sorry. So you're gonna have to be
Yeah,
quiet.
well, that's fine.
Our AD walks outside, right? I think he's an AD. We'll say AD.
It is.
Our AD walks outside, comes back in 5 minutes later. He's like, yeah, the screens are about to pop off again. Because, it's middle of rush hour. One of the most craziest Chick-fil-A's we've ever seen, right?
So screens. Explain what they mean by screens.
So in the kitchen, you have multiple different screens on the different sections of where you work. So I'm at sandwiches, and on the screen, it pops up all the sandwiches that everyone has ordered in the restaurant or outside to the drive-thru. Now, we are responsible for making all of those sandwiches, so we count, there's, 10 spicy deluxes, so they'll make 10 spicy deluxes. I have to make sure that there's just normal sandwiches in the chute that they can just grab. So screens just go blank. We're like, what the heck just happened? Like, it's middle of rush hour on the busiest day. Oh my goodness. Our AD goes out, comes back in and tells us the screens are about to come back on in like 5 minutes. And then he goes on to explain that the tent that has like concrete or like rocks full, like buckets.
Oh my gosh, that tent?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it flew off and hit someone's car. And so
Damaged it.
everyone that was taking orders just dropped everything and ran over and started holding down the
Yeah.
tent so it doesn't go and hit other cars. So the screens are completely empty because no one was taking orders in the middle of rush hour.
Man.
And we were like, this is not good.
Yeah,
Dude, that's crazy.
Let me tell you what I saw. So I'm inside. I'm just serving out food, running around, and then I hear, "Oh shoot, the tents flew off!" And I just see like, we're not getting any more orders on screen in the drive-through. So I'm like, let me go out there. One of my other buddies ran out there already, and I go out there. Everyone's just holding on to one of these legs for the tent, and
It's
just
like
holding
a-
on. You have like these tiny little, these tiny girls that work there, and they're just holding on.
That's so
And
funny.
like this thing had like cement, like cinder blocks on the bottom of the legs. And
Really?
this thing, it was, I think only one part of it was tied to like something that's not moving out there. It's like our little menu board we don't use anymore. And there's like buckets full of rocks that are full of water from the rain. And that thing had flown up and hit a car.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
That's
windy, raining. It was bad.
Yeah,
So-
we were straight up like pirates taking that thing down.
Dude,
like,
oh
hoist
my
the
God.
sails. We had to like pull the thing down because it was like the tarp on top of it was flying up, and so it was great.
Oh
But
my gosh.
2 hours of me running around in the rain, taking down all the stuff that's flying away. It was
I will
pretty
say our
great.
Chick-fil-A treats us very good though.
I also
pretty
want to chime in because you were saying like, oh, I don't get tips for that. You're not allowed to accept tips. So that makes a huge difference too. People have tried to tip you, but you can't take them.
I've accepted it.
Yeah,
too.
I've taken
we
one
know
tip
you have.
before.
But I don't work at Chick-fil-A anymore.
Where I work,
so.
it is more than okay to accept a tip.
Yeah.
So I
But
think
you
that
shouldn't
also
expect a tip if you're not like you grab the
I
food,
don't
you
ever-
walk out to the car for 2 seconds and then go back.
I don't
inside.
ever
If you're
ex-
serving, that's one thing. But
yes.
if they're carry out,
Okay, I don't ever expect a tip unless I go out there and I take their payment and I walk back inside and then I bring out, what the rest of the receipt, whatever. And then they're like, oh, I also want ranch. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. That's totally fine. I go back in and I grab them ranch. I come back out. Can I also get more napkins? And then I go in and I bring them napkins. And then I come back out and they're like, can we get utensils? Like, I'm running. I'm drenched in sweat. I'm dying. And they're just, oh, I need this too. I need this too. Like, ask for it all at once and tip or don't.
at that
leave.
point, like if you don't see a $5 bill in their hand, just don't run.
That's what
Just
I'm.
walk.
I have been so tempted sometimes. I literally just took a sip of this, and I can already feel that I need to pee.
Wow, that's fantastic. What a great way to already continue the recording. But so let me Gosh, dang. we took a little break here, guys, and that's why I have a tortilla in my hand and they've got some water.
Tortilla?
But let me finish what I was talking about. We finished like that. This guy, in my opinion, okay, I recognize, and I think you, Mikhail, made a very valid point as a server. Like, you know what, that servers, you know, they definitely work hard. They should be tipped, right? I think in this case,
Come see me at Red Robin.
I think in this case, because of COVID and my inability to go inside and actually pick it up, I should not be expected if I'm gonna. It's a curbside pickup. I literally am right there next, like right next to the door. I don't feel in that situation I needed to tip them, especially I was only getting fries, and fries was like $6. So I was
Yeah, that's not the biggest deal, but he also should not have been swinging your.
Yeah.
food
So that's my
like that.
point. So my question really was coming down to was like, was he upset that I didn't tip for these $6 things, and he only had to walk out to me one time? Or was he genuinely just swinging the bag? I was like, Mans was like, he was swinging the bag, and
So
Hey,
weird.
I was
Maybe-
just looking at him like,
Maybe he was in the kitchen and they forgot to salt the fries.
So he was shaking it up
yeah,
for you.
So he put a little bit of salt on top and then closed it and then was shaking it up
But
while he was walking
There's
out.
been times where I'm carrying out an order to like someone's car, and like our curbside, like our original curbside order place, has like these plants that I have to walk through. And sometimes I'll accidentally bump their food on it, or like I'll be like walking through a narrow part and I'll like accidentally bump it on my leg or something, and I think they're gonna like yell at me. But that is ridiculous. I would have said something. No, I wouldn't have. I'm too soft. But I would have wanted to say something.
Dude, Mikayla.
I would have been roasting him all the way until he got up to my window, and as soon as I roll it down, I'd be like, "Thank you so much."
Okay, but we were at Taco Bell, and I got nacho fries, but they gave me normal nachos, and Mikayla got a normal nachos. And so I was like, as in like the actual nacho fries, like it's nacho fries, then nacho cheese, and then meat and, you know, tomato and sour cream or whatever.
So
and
it's
she just,
essentially like a carne asada fry, but he wanted the fries, and they gave him it with chips instead.
yeah, and she was like, "Is everything in the bag?" I was like, "Yeah." And then I looked at it, I was like, "Oh, it's nacho fries." Let's pull back around. She's like, "I don't want to do that. I'm too scared." And I was like, "Come on, like you're just telling him you got the order wrong. Like it's not that big of a deal." Then we go through, and she's like, "Wait, it really wasn't that big of a deal."
yeah,
It just sucks because, not that it's like,
it's awkward.
yeah, I know like how it is to be in their position. Like people coming back and being like, "This was wrong." Like it makes me feel bad. Like being those workers and be like, "Man, like I messed up their order. I feel awful." But I paid for that and I needed to get that fixed.
Right.
I get it, but it was just like really uncomfortable because I know
Also-
how it makes them feel.
It's more than them just like tasting it, right? And they could be allergic. You know what I mean? I wasn't, but like
That is
at
huge.
Chick-fil-A, like if we make like if someone gives us, or if we see gluten-free on screen, but like a gluten-free bun, we have to change our gloves right then and there and do that first before we continue, because we have to change gloves because our gloves that we're touching already is
You're touching
gloves.
already all that
Yeah.
gluten.
Exactly.
And I have a dairy allergy, and you guys
You don't
never
have to
did all
like, do
that
it
for
right
me.
there, but like when you get to it, you have to stop everything.
Actually, though, you can special request that they change their gloves, but I just never.
I've seen cases where someone will be like, "Oh, I changed the bun." No, or I told them I had a gluten allergy, but they didn't change the bun. So how does that work? If
Wait,
it
what?
says like they'll have a chicken sandwich and they'll say they have a gluten allergy, so they're intending that the multigrain bun will go on the sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
There's two different buns. There's
There's-
multi.
you don't know about the bu-
multigrain,
there's a bun.
And then there's a gluten-free bun that's
Yes, there's a gluten-free
that's
bun.
separated and already.
It literally just
packaged.
says gluten-free.
But how come? So when you guys see the gluten allergy thing, like you don't automatically just give them the gluten-free bun?
No. So what we do is we take the soup bowls, like the large soup, or I guess it's regular soup bowls. No,
No,
it's regular and large, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we take the large soup bowl and we put,
The
depending on the
contents of
sandwich.
the
So say it was a
sandwich.
deluxe. Yeah, we'll
Mhm.
put two pickles, two lettuce, then the deluxe or spicy, and then the cheese, and then you put
Bun
the
on
top
the
on
side.
it,
Mm.
and then you after you change your gloves ready. So assuming you change your gloves,
Mhm.
and then you press bump on the screen, and then it'll print a sticker saying gluten free or whatever, and then you take that and you toss it down the chute, and you go to a bucket and grab
you-
gluten free buns that are packaged seperately, and then they have to build it themselves.
Pe-
Do you
People-
guys? Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, do you guys red flag your stuff as well?
What do you
Like,
mean?
so like on the order, I guess it's more kind of a question. If someone has an allergy or some sort, do you red flag it? There's a little button to red flag it, and
I
don't-
usually ask them.
we always used to red flag. So like, for example, if a situation with a gluten-free and then either bun changed, we do both. We put the gluten-free bun, we do like they do a glove change, and we used to red flag it. So that way it's known, hey, this person needs their thing. This person's really allergic to gluten-free. Please do this.
We just have a bun that says gluten allergy, and then you're supposed to change the bun. Like, I want a gluten-free bun. Oh, did you want me to put like a warning on there for gluten allergy, so they'll change their gloves?
Mike to your mouth.
Breaded nugget. It's here. That's cool. That's not close enough.
There's a couple times you go like this, and then you come back, and then you go.
I was gonna say, people. So we have this. So we can do like lettuce wrap, or we have a gluten-free bun.
I hate protein stuff.
Sorry, Kev.
Are you done?
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
Go ahead. Lettuce wrap.
Anyways, yeah, we have gluten-free buns, or we have lettuce wrap, and some people will just put wheat allergy, or they'll put something that they can't have, but they don't specify. Or sometimes they'll put no bun, but sometimes that means they want a lettuce wrap, or they want a gluten-free bun instead. So they never specify. Or people will order a burger and be like, oh, we have a wheat allergy or gluten allergy or whatever, and then there's something else on the burger that has exactly that, but they still want that on it. And so we have to call at least every other order, hey, is this what you meant? Like, we got your order, but we're not sure what it means. And so we have to call them almost every time an order like that comes in. They'll be like, oh, it's not actually an allergy. We just really don't want it on there. So everything else is fine. Like, it's just extra. People are just being extra. They're trying to keep it out of their diet, but they want that on there too. Like, people are complicated, man. I hate it.
Finish your thought about food, and we should transition out of food.
What bothers me is, I don't know if it's like new people or if it's people who have been there for a while, but when a grilled sandwich comes in, because it gets put on the multigrain, or I guess brioche bun now, even though it's the same thing, I think. They say minus multigrain, but then don't tell us if it's protein or a white bun. And I always ask, and everyone's just like, just throw it on a white bun, like, you know. And if it comes back, it comes back, because we can make sandwiches pretty fast. So they just be like, hey, we need this, you know, it came up on screen as this, but I'm gonna need it like this off screen, and then we just give it to them.
It's just order takers not knowing better, because I'm always like minus multigrain, add white bun every time. I'm an order taking pro.
Yeah, that's
ask
nice.
anyone there.
Also, to finish my comment about protein style, at Chick-fil-A, it's like 8 inches across of lettuce, and you're supposed to do 2 of those, and you have to fit it in a tiny little box and wrapped up in a little paper, and it's nearly impossible to fit it in there.
The lettuce?
Is In-N-Out open?
Yeah.
I'm
It's
so
like
hungry.
$12.30. $12.23.
Hey, I have an In-N-Out gift card. You want to pay me $10 so I give you 2?
What?
I have an In-N-Out gift card. I just never go.
I had In-N-Out last night. I had fries last night.
Yeah, so I'm asking, do you want my gift card?
No, I
if you give me
shouldn't. I
$10?
shouldn't be eating a bunch. I don't know. I shouldn't. It's
But
fine.
anyways,
Yeah.
Super Bowl just happened. Super Bowl did just go on Go Buccaneers. I have not paid attention to football at all this past
Dude, they
year.
had a god squad, bro. They had Hall of Famers.
I said it.
Three of them.
Called it. I called it.
Apparently,
Three of them.
a majority of that team was formed like in the latter half of the season. Like it didn't start out that way with Antonio Brown and Gronk and Brady.
AB was a late addition, but it wasn't in like the middle of the season. It was like right before season started.
Have you guys been seeing all the videos going out right now of them all drunk after the parade?
No.
Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh.
I thought I was going to sneeze, but it went away.
Your mic is also
Your
not
mic,
to your
yeah,
mouth.
your
I thought I was going to sneeze, but it went away.
But like, it is so funny. Like, these guys after the parade, they're all on boats, so plastered. They're drunk, and like, I mean, there's at one point where there's like a security guard helping Tom Brady, the GOAT, like, and he's like smiling, like literally going to fall over any second. He's like holding him by both shoulders, carrying him to the thing. There's one of like a Gronk like shirtless on this boat, and he's just laying there holding the trophy, like going like pretending it's like a rocket ship. Like, dude, these guys were gone.
Gronk is the funniest person ever.
Dude, it was cracking me up because I was like, dude, on one hand, like, obviously these guys are celebrities, like, you know, a lot of people look up to them, they're incredible athletes, but it's just so funny to see how they're acting right now, just absolutely gone.
You also got to think that's their first day off in what, 6 months, 7 months.
Yeah.
Like and winning a title ring. You know,
Another one.
Tom
It's
Brady
crazy.
having 7. That's just unheard of. It's crazy.
Mhm.
So
Were there
I mean-
7 in a row?
no,
No.
Didn't he win like a few years last year or a few years ago?
No.
he didn't win last year.
He didn't win the last 2 years.
Yeah,
He was from the Patriots.
And
right?
Gronk's been in
Yeah.
retirement.
yeah. Gronk retired, and then Tom Brady hit him out. I was like, "Hey, you trying to get another ring?"
Well,
and
Was
Well-
Gronk on the Pioneers too, or did
No,
they just both happen to
Buccaneers
go
and
there?
Buccaneers.
they were both in the Patriots, and both won a ton of rings. And then Gronk went into retirement, and Tom Brady stayed. Tom Brady got offered to go to the
To the
Buccaneers,
Buccaneers.
Pirates. I was
and
gonna call it something different
and-
every time. I don't know. I had never heard of this team until the Super Bowl this year.
Gronk
It's 'cause
Gronk,
they're not usually good.
Gronk lives in Florida, which because they're Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and
Oh,
and
wait! I thought the Dolphins were from Florida.
That's
there
Miami.
is
No,
Miami.
wait.
So there's
Florida.
2.
Yeah. Same way there's multiple.
Same 49ers and Oakland Raiders.
And
Oh,
LA
yeah.
Chargers.
And
Well,
Chargers.
no,
Chargers.
Oakland. There's not Oakland
It's-
I
anymore.
know, but I'm saying it was
Oh,
like
there
that.
was, yes.
What is it now? Like Nevada,
Yeah.
Las
No,
Vegas.
They're Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Anyways,
Weird. Did that happen already?
Yeah,
I remember
Yeah.
when it was like rumored, and now
Yeah.
it is an actual thing.
and
Yeah.
it's actually Los
Crazy.
Angeles Chargers now. Is it? I thought
San Diego Chargers. Oh,
I think they
Oh yeah,
moved.
San Diego Chargers. It's LA Rams.
Yeah, but I think they were talking about going to Los Angeles again because they were in Los Angeles and went to San Diego, and now I think they're going back. Anyways, but yeah, Gronk was retired in Florida, and Tom Brady hit him up. He's like, "Hey, I'm moving to Florida. You trying to get another ring?" And he
They
came
can
out of
just do
retirement.
that. Like you could just come
Well,
out of
If, that's
retirement
if
if
that's
you
if the
want?
team hits. That's if the team
wants-
offers them.
But Gronk is a legend. Like Gronk
I've
is.
never heard of
He
him until
he
this
scored like
conversation.
3 touchdowns this Super Bowl.
He's like one. He is.
Again,
He's a great.
Not a
he's a
Super
great
Bowl I was
tight end.
interested in.
His family's really cool. They actually have their own YouTube channel, the Gronkowskis, and like
The-
they're
Oh, that's his real name.
All
yeah.
boys.
they're all boys.
Gronkowski.
And like his brother's also in the NFL, but they have like their own YouTube channel and they do a bunch of crazy things. Super cool.
His dad is like, they're all like jacked, like
Yeah,
huge,
they're
jacked
tall.
boys,
Well, not
like-
all of them. They're all
most of them.
they're all athletic for
Yeah.
sure. But they're. I mean, Gronk is definitely like
Sorry.
massive. Him and his other
But-
brother plays football.
Yeah, so my projection going into the Super Bowl is I thought that I wanted the Buccaneers to win because I wanted Brady to get another ring with another team, you know what I mean? But with a team who hasn't been there for years, and they would win it in their hometown, which is ridiculous.
I know.
Who was the other team again?
The Kansas City Chiefs,
Where's Kansas City?
Oklahoma.
Okay.
The funny
That's
thing,
weird, right?
it's-
Kansas City, Oklahoma, but then there's also Kansas City, Kansas.
I was gonna say isn't that in Kansas? but-
It's also funny because I remember you used to like the Chiefs for a long time. And
Yeah,
I was
'cause
like,
I had to do my-
why do you like the Chiefs?
Because I had to do my third grade report on them.
I was like, the
That was crazy.
Chiefs, man.
One time one time I had to do a report in elementary. I think I was in 5th grade at this point. We had to do a project on like a different state. And I wanted to choose California because our grandparents lived here and I knew a little bit about California, but of course that was chosen right off the bat. And I wasn't the first one to go, pick one. So I ended up with Colorado and
Hold on. Say that again.
Colorado.
Colorado.
I don't know. There's lots of ways to say it.
I say auto,
I say auto too. I say Colorado.
Colorado.
I say Colorado.
Anyways,
sorry.
I got that state that's spelled C-O. I'm just kidding. And it was like recent at that point when Cousins had moved there, and so I
forgot that was-
BS'd my way through that thing, and
Dude,
we were supposed to
like
bring
most of your schooling.
Yes, we were supposed to bring something from that state and show the class, and I totally forgot about that part. So I had all the research done, but I didn't have anything to show, and so I went up and I brought one of my mechanical pencils, and I was like,
No
"This
way.
is
my
from
gosh.
Colorado. My cousin sent it to me." And I
No
got it.
way.
I got like an A on that. I remember
No
thinking, "No way, that's cool."
shot.
I finessed
shot.
through mine, right? Listen to this. So it was first year we moved here, right? And so in 4th grade we
You
learned
were
about
4th grade when we moved here,
I was in 5th.
but you were going into 5th.
Yeah, I was going into 5th.
Weird.
We moved in the summer where I was going into 5th.
That's so
Um,
long ago.
4th grade I learned about Hawaiian history because we lived in Hawaii. And in California, in 4th grade, they learned about California history. And so the state project, no one was allowed to choose California. But I walked to my teacher. I was like, "Hey, I learned about Hawaii. can I use California? And she was like, yeah. And then she gave us 10 minutes to like go around to other people and trade. And I traded with someone who had California. So he got California and he knew everything about it because he learned about it last year. And I got North Carolina. I was like, dude, that's easy. That's where the first airplane was made. So I just did the entire
Hold
thing
up.
about
Oh,
the
that's
Wright
when you
brothers.
made that airplane thing.
Yeah, that's when I made the airplane. It's in our Hall of Fame, but I don't know if she still works
That's where
there.
Dad made that airplane
Yeah.
thing.
No, well,
True.
I did half of it, and then I had to go to bed, and they were getting mad at me because I wasn't doing all of it. But
Sorry.
It's okay. I keep seeing that just go red. So, but I could turn you down if you make your.
You guys made me self-conscious when you were like, no, you're going to have to talk louder than that.
No, he had to talk louder than that.
Oh, I thought you were telling me.
'Cause he-
Well, no,
does
you.
this.
I did tell you because you were talking like this, like what we were doing earlier. So, but that's so funny, because I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say first off, how did you just happen to know that was where the first model airplane was, or did you learn that?
no, I knew that.
I think. Okay.
I'm a nerd.
Okay,
I'm
Mr.
I'm
Wright.
high-key a nerd. I'm
Yo,
high-key a
what
nerd.
the heck? I definitely did not.
I
The-
don't. Okay, I don't
the
think I'm a
missing
nerd. I think I
third
just
Wright
know
brother.
a bunch of. I just know a bunch of random facts.
That's weird.
What's another random fact?
Did you know that I can't think of one off the top of my head?
Okay. Look. Okay. So
Let me think of one.
when I had Montana, and we have cousins from Montana, and I don't
yeah.
remember jack squat about it, but I remember doing it, and I had Montana. I don't know, but what about you, Kev? Did you ever anything like that?
Nope.
You never had a school project?
I've had a school project, but not on a certain
Dude,
stage.
Kev, tell me what was one of your most wildest school projects.
Tell them about how you got all the ladies on your rollerblades.
Wait, what?
Wait a second. Hey, you have to explain that now.
That's just a joke. I just
Oh.
I
had a
didn't
hard time about
rollerblade.
it.
I roller skated.
Oh!
Okay, buddy.
Hey, there is a
So,
difference though. There really is a difference.
Rollerblading is harder.
Rollerblading is one single
One
line,
line.
which is what I rode.
I was just
The
gonna
skates
say-
have the four.
Yeah.
Mhm. I was just gonna say he only told me about this because I was telling him, like, closer to Christmas time this past year. I was like, oh, I want to go ice skating or let's
Ew.
go rollerblading
Dude, we
or
should
something.
go. Is it? It's what?
Oh my
No,
gosh.
it's not close. COVID's. I mean,
I don't know. I did see a
Some-
few
some
places
are
that were
open.
doing it.
Some
but
are open.
well, I mean, since Newsom,
Actually, I
was
don't know
like-
about in California.
dude, that cracks me. I don't know. Screw it. We don't need to go into it. But Newsom said that, like, hey, stuff like the stay-at-home order is kind of gone. So that was
He's
interesting.
about to get impeached.
Is he? I don't know. I want to see what his thing's at. Not that I agree or disagree with everything that's happening politically, but it's interesting. It's topical that Newsom, governor, of California is. I think he's maybe right there, or has already passed the amount of votes needed to get the stuff started for his impeachment.
anyways,
Yeah, go ahead. So Kevin was telling a story.
I'm telling the beginning because I was telling him, oh, I want to go ice skating or whatever, and I was telling him when I was little, when we lived at the Micah house, I loved roller skating. I
Yeah.
had these I'm pretty sure it was Barbie on the side of them, but the wheels popped in and out, so I could wear them as tennis shoes, kind of like Heelys, but I could put the heels up or I could bring them out, and I got really good. I loved roller
Wait,
skating.
I know what you're talking about. The ones with this like you little press the button, like the little wheels
Because
go.
of
Yes.
wheelies?
Yeah, dude.
No,
They're
they
not
were
wheelies.
like Heelys.
We had those before wheelies. And
Ever
dude,
had Heelys?
They got busted though.
Oh my-
Like,
have
you ever
they
heard
were
of
not
them?
super great quality.
Okay.
We're
I'm
having
pretty
we're
sure-
having two different conversations.
I'm pretty
Hold
sure
on.
we got them used.
No, mine were
but-
brand new.
Oh, no, I'm talking about mine.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
mine.
pretty sure I got mine used, and I loved them. I used them all the time. They were real old and janky, and like the wheels didn't roll very well, but I loved it, and I was getting really good at it. And then I was telling him that, and then go ahead, tell your story.
And so basically, I was just telling her that, like, in 8th grade, I
you were a
used
lot
to.
older than I was expecting you to be.
This is not that long ago, like
You're
5,
roller
6 years
skating
ago.
in 8th grade?
Yeah, and then every Friday,
You might wanna-
me and all the
You need to
people
check
from
your
my
life.
school, guys and girls, we'd all go to the roller rink, and people from all the schools around there would be
But
there.
listen, when we first moved
Oh,
here,
wait, let him
the
finish his
roller
story.
rink was so popular, so that's not as weird. Like, it was not popular for where we grew up,
Yeah.
but when we moved here, remember Ja had his birthday party there?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I wasn't
that was a
invited.
very popular thing here. So, there you go.
I was barely invited.
Oh, I can go now.
Oh, come on.
Yikes.
And so-
Come on.
And so basically, like, I don't know, I was a hot shot back in 8th grade, and so me
You're
and all the
doing like your
ladies were skating it
360s
up.
and stuff.
I don't know why though, because I was an ugly looking kid.
He had the
like,
big fro and all the
Word.
ladies
No,
under
I
his
didn't. I
arms,
only
and he's
wore
wearing a
hats.
gold
Hey,
bodysuit.
Let
only
me
wore
tell you right now,
hats.
bro. Confidence is bigger than anything.
I don't know what it was, but like
If you were confident on that day, if you're confident on that roller rink floor, bro, doing your thing.
It was at school too. The like after school program that I went to. Like, I don't know what it was because I went from a solid 2 to a 6. I'm at a 6 now. But like I was so ugly.
Dang, I've been at a 4 my entire
Hey, let me
life.
tell
All
you.
these chicks are like.
No, I was at a
Kevin's so
2.
cute.
My hairstyle
This-
before, yikes.
There was one
What
day.
grade were you in 2012? I was going into 7th grade in
Something
2013, so you were in 7th grade.
So I was either in 5th or 6th.
So he looked something like that.
No, that was 4th.
2012. There's no way you're in 4th grade there.
I started
Yeah.
school in
Interesting.
2006.
Well, they can't see it, but it doesn't matter.
Oh.
He's just
I
a
started
young
school in
kid.
2000, so I wasn't 6th then. 5th or 6th.
Look, let me tell
Okay,
you right
yeah.
now.
That's so funny.
If-
Can you imagine Kevin though on roller skates getting all the ladies?
That was in
With all
8th
his
grade.
homies, they're all skating around. What's up, ladies? You guys
Yeah.
got what is it called? Blue? What did you call?
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. I'll tell you guys afterwards.
Oh,
Don't say
okay.
that.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
I was
But
I
why?
was not.
literally, there's
What's it-
one
what's it
day
rated?
in
AR?
8th grade. I remember this girl. So like it was weird. So I lived in a duplex in 8th grade, and then I lived in a duplex in 8th grade, and then
Just
there's
put it
a-
on your like bottom.
There was a
chin.
park that's like literally on the opposite side of the duplex that we were living at, and then the side the center or whatever was across the street from it. And there was a girl at the top of the playground yelling because I was in my backyard with my
Let's
cousins
go.
and my sister. She's like, Kevin's my boyfriend. Kevin, hi, boyfriend.
And I
Just
pulled up with a
waving
Glock.
at me.
She
Waving at
belongs
me.
to
This
the
girl also
streets.
stole one of my flannels.
And we're about to get it back.
That's a ratchet.
No.
We're gonna pull up.
That's
She
a
has to wear
ratchet.
my flannel, took my flannel, and
Dang.
Decided that made her his girlfriend.
yeah,
Dang. Hey,
Call her
and
out, babe. Call her. I'm just kidding.
nah.
Listen, hey,
And come on in. We've got her here for you.
Maury, Jerry.
listen. Let me tell you guys, okay?
You're
Let me tell
dating a guy?
you. What?
Jerry.
Yeah.
Not seen the
Oh
Jerry Springer
my
show?
No.
Gosh,
Oh.
bro.
I used to stay homesick from school and watch Jerry Springer. and
I've
the
never
Maury
even
Show.
heard of it.
The
Well,
show.
the Maury
The
show.
Maury
Let me
sorry.
just say, guys. You know what? I never have had any difficulty or any stories about women at all. You know what I mean?
Well, you
So-
got one.
Amen.
I'm just kidding. I've got plenty. Let me tell
Marcus, tell us about
Wait,
your.
wait,
I've got-
wait, I got plenty. Hold on. Before we move on, I just gotta tell this one story real quick because this is hilarious. So, there was one girl that we could have done a whole podcast on just like personal stories. about
Micah's
them.
love stories.
Dude, I've got
Episode
so
1.
many.
Yeah,
Dude,
same.
the thing is, like, I'm kind of okay. I although I've not dated a bunch of girls, I've definitely flirted with many girls.
I feel that one.
Part of the problem is that like you know, I also just didn't really want to.
Past, in the past.
Yeah, in the past, Mikayla, in the past. Even though,
Jesus.
okay,
The past.
actually,
I'm
whoa,
tied down.
well,
Now still my
Yeah,
girl?
he is.
Wait,
That
Wow.
no, I'm
You're
not,
like an anchor.
I'm not flirting with anyone right now because I've decided not to like. I can't go anywhere.
He's
I
gone
can't meet
asexual.
anyone. I'm choosing not to. What did you
I
say?
said you've gone asexual.
What?
He doesn't know what that means.
You don't know-
Continue.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
What?
you
Yeah.
identify as
Yeah.
asexual right now.
Right. So meaning it's like it's meaning that's like it's myself.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yes.
No, it just means you have no sex drive. Like sex doesn't drive you at all. Like you
well,
don't.
right. Well, I guess technically that's true because sex is not.
If you're
driving,
driving,
me at all right
if
now. Honestly,
you
my career, my work is driving me like crazy. I have no desire right now to.
It wasn't a far off joke right there. Like that was pretty much on the money. It's not
continue your story.
Anyways, so back when I was young, okay.
You're 21.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like back when I was in elementary school. So let me clarify. Back when I was in elementary school, there was this one girl. Her name was Mikayla. Not to be confused. with-
Okay, wait, which one? Do I know her?
Not to be confused with
You
my
said
sister Kayla.
elementary.
Elementary school.
She was
the
a
Hawaiian.
Polyn. Yeah.
Don't know why. I don't know why I was
I
into her.
I really liked her.
She was a really because she was I don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm a more of a energetic, loud person. I'm kind of more into shy girls. She was kind of a shyer girl. Not super. Obviously, like as soon as I went into middle school, I kind of lost my attraction necessarily to her. I wasn't like super into her anymore. I mean, we lost touch too. So I don't know what she's up to. But anyways, I was into her. One day we were playing jump rope and we decided we were gonna like try and jump over the jump rope. This is at recess, sorry. And so we're jumping over the jump rope, and at one point it got super high because we're getting too high, and I was like, oh, I can hit that. You kidding me? And like granted, guys, like this is like when at the time, like this was probably to like right under my pec, like it was like right under here. And so there's no shot that I'm actually gonna jump over this, you know. So I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? I can't not jump over it because I hyped myself up saying I could jump over this, and I can't hit this thing and then embarrass myself in front of her. Like, I can't do that. I have to somehow pull this off. So I'm mentally trying to think about it. I was like, all right, I think I got it. And so I run and I jump and I front flip over this thing. So like it's high, right? So I jump, like dive, and I tuck and just wham on my back on the other side. So but again, remember she's
Imagine just being Micah's brain, like, man, I could just front flip over that.
okay.
Like,
You know what?
easy, like no problem.
Gosh.
It makes sense in here. We're gonna send it. What?
Dude, look, listen, okay, again, I was thinking with other things at this age, okay? So, literally at this point, okay, so now I'm
This is
on
why
the
I like-
ground. I'm on the ground, and I am, like, in a massive amount of pain because I hit my tailbone straight on the ground. Like, my back went bang right on it, on the floor. And so... And so
Then the barrel hit me.
nice. But literally, like, I was in so much pain. And so again, I cannot show that I'm in pain, and I can't like let her see that I hurt myself.
You know,
so,
this girl had no interest in you too.
no interest at all. So
He
I
stands up. He's walking like.
no, for real, I literally got to a point where I literally was in so much pain, and I stand up and my legs are shaking. Like I couldn't even stand. I was in that, like I was hurt that bad. And then they're like, okay, Micah, hold the rope. So I had to like walk, trying to shake. I was like shaking over there, and I get there, and I'm just like holding my, like I had to cross my legs to keep myself balanced, holding, and I'm like crying on the inside. But I'm like, I cannot show any source of like failure. I have to keep this. That's a story right there. She fell in love with me that day. I know it.
I dated a girl in 4th grade for 2 days.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I always wondered what that would have been like if because I never had a relationship like that where it's like, oh, we're dating.
I can
Oh,
tell you
sorry.
what it was like. So, hey, Kevin, you want to date me? And like I don't really.
He wanted to
think,
be nice.
I didn't really think she was attractive, but I was like, I can't say no.
Mm.
This is jacked up if I say no. So I'm like, yeah, sure, we can date. Didn't talk to her. That first day, not at all. Second day, didn't talk to her. Third day, it's like, we're not dating anymore. And then she eventually left the school.
Dang.
You
Like,
broke
I don't
her
know-
heart.
I don't think it was
Caused her
because,
to
I don't
leave
think
the
it was because
school.
of me. It might have been, but she did leave the school.
my
like
gosh.
She's
I have
here
to tell
tonight.
you-
Come on out.
it might have been.
I
Like
have to.
a month or so after.
I have to tell you the saddest story I've ever heard in my entire life. Someone from ADD who ended up having a child with a senior in high school when he was 13.
From where?
ADD. It's a all deaf comedy, like all deaf digital.
Oh, I thought you were saying someone like something real life, like we actually know them.
Oh, no.
Dude, I
But
know a
let me-
girl who got pretty much, she was sexually raped as a 7th grader.
I remember her.
That was I was in 8th grade, like hearing about that changed this girl's life. But anyways, we don't need to get into that.
Yeah,
That was just like crazy.
Yeah, so that guy was 13, had a whatever with the senior, ended up having this child, but then it ended up not being his, and so he gave it to the actual dad. Anyways, and he had it for like a couple years, and he had to take it to school with him or whatever for.
I might have heard about this. You might have told me about this. This
That
is the guy
man
that
lucked out.
like,
It not being his.
that's true. Kind
Yeah. Anyways,
Wait, hold on a second. We're missing that point though. His girl cheated on him.
no. It was like him losing his virginity, and it was the senior in high school, and he was 13.
Yeah, I might get knocked for this, and I'm sorry, Mom, if you watch this, but good way to go, my man. This man was how old? 13?
Yeah.
She
Senior in
must have
high
been
school?
so desperate. Like,
Holy
what the?
moly. And
I don't know what
think,
happened
like,
there.
okay, in my
I
mind,
guarantee you that was his babysitter, and she
No, it was
feeling
someone.
a type of way
he-
on a
he-
Tuesday night.
He did. He lived in St. Louis. To hear more, if you're watching the shout out to you. I doubt you are though. But he explained like how all these crazy stories about how him growing up in St. Louis, and he explained this story, and then halfway through, the people are like, "So you got kidnapped?" He's like, "No, it wasn't a kid." Yeah, I got kidnapped.
Dang.
Like he had no idea, and then when he
Jeez.
was explaining, he was like, "Wait, I really did just
so
get
maybe
kidnapped."
so maybe it's
Poor
actually
kid.
it's actually maybe it's more sad. I shouldn't be like,
yeah,
oh,
it
like
sounds
this
more
guy.
like it's an assault kind
Yeah,
of like
they're-
a.
He like they did it. Like he
Consented?
said, yeah, what?
He consented.
Yeah, like
But
he.
Oh, he
I don't think
could
he
Even
didn't
though he's
fully
a child,
understand
he
yeah,
it.
he
can't.
didn't. Yeah,
He
he
didn't
obviously
understand
didn't.
it.
So,
Yeah.
anyways,
that's interesting. So yeah, I mean, maybe I should take back now. Obviously, hearing more of the story, I should take back that I shouldn't be celebrating this kid for hitting up a senior. But, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, that's something to definitely think about. Like, obviously, you know, I think every individual, you know, besides what you personally believe about when and when you should not, you know, have that time of having sex, like it's definitely something that you need to be fully aware and understanding of what decision you're making in that. And I don't know every 13-year-old, you know, but at least for me at 13, I was not. I would have never been ready.
13, I was rollerblading on the,
Yeah.
the floors.
Dude.
Roller
Anyways,
skating, sorry.
back to the story about this kid getting kicked out of
Mhm.
school.
Yes.
Okay.
Why did he get kicked
We're
out?
talking about your teammate on oh wait, kicked out. I thought you were talking about the guy who left the school because he got abused on the court.
Oh, that's a completely different
another
story.
story.
Meaning that
That's-
his ankles were abused.
Yeah, literally millions of views on Overtime on multiple different sports pages on Instagram, and we got death threats from people from that, like parents from that school, because that was his first time ever playing basketball ever, and
Why is that
he
your
broke
fault?
his ankles.
It's not.
It's not like, I mean, the guy who did it did submit it to these pages to try and get recognition and stuff, which it is what it is.
Bruh,
But-
that's content.
Yeah, yeah.
As a video creator, I do something stupid, funny, or, you know, maybe it's even really good. I'm going to submit that crap to the world.
Yeah, but anyways,
Highlight.
different story. This kid.
Yeah, man, it's looking bad. I was just pointed it out to Kevin. We were laughing about it. Lean back, he'll move it.
For you guys who don't know what's kind of going on, this chair is so busted. It was Mikayla's originally, and it was.
It was mine, and I was about to throw it out because it broke. And he's like, "Oh no, I'll fix it."
I'll fix it, and I did. I did fix
Oh.
it for a little bit of time, and then the other day I was in here.
Stop the cat.
Well, I guess not the other day, but maybe like a month or two
I'm
ago.
glad people
I
laugh at
accidentally
me.
I forgot, and I jumped into the chair and messed it up some more. So that's
If you
why.
jump in it hard enough, it farts.
But
Have
back-
you seen that?
Yeah,
Back to
we did it.
Marcus's video.
Dude.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, the conversation.
That was my favorite thing about that.
Nice.
That's why I
Alright.
bought it. Just
Okay,
kidding.
so, what is that camp?
Sorry.
Sly Park? Sly Park.
Sly Park.
You ever heard
Yeah,
of
Yeah,
that?
Sly.
Yeah. So we went
back
for
in
a
my
week.
day.
We went for a week in 6th grade, and you know, 6th graders, pantsing was the thing, right?
Yo.
Gosh.
This guy, let me tell you, right? One of his
It was
friends
different times,
came up to
Kevin.
him. One of these guys came up to him. It was like middle of rec time, so we could do whatever we want. And it was like a group of girls and like a bunch of guys or whatever, and they're all just talking or playing basketball or something. I don't know. He comes up and pants this kid, and he wasn't wearing underwear. And so he was full nude. All these girls saw, everyone saw it or whatever, and he pulled up his pants and started crying and ran to our cabin. And he left.
This kid was in your with you.
no,
your
so
group?
we did it. So there was Turnstone, Gateway, and then Myers, and it was all of us combined at the park. But
so it
he
wasn't
was
someone you knew.
no, he went to Gateway, and I was at
No,
Turnstone.
actually, this is a personal anecdote from Marcus.
Yeah.
He was
No.
got
Stop
paid.
making fun. Stop making fun of this kid, okay?
Aw.
I'm not making fun of it at all. I'm saying it's all your-
Why are you laughing?
Why?
Because I realized what
why-
your joke this was. You're trying to tell me to stop making fun of the kid because if it was you.
What?
No, he's just saying stop making fun of the kid.
Oh, I'm not making. I'm saying it's you. This
You are
is
looking way too far into this. Anyways, okay. He goes back and he's crying and like he doesn't know what to do, so they call his parents. The people from Sly Park call the parents, and the parents are like, "Oh, we don't know what to do," and so they end up just coming and picking him up that day. And then he ended up
Poor
leaving the
thing.
school. It was the very first week of school that they had.
Aw.
And and the reason it was the very first week is because they were still building the building, and so that was supposed to be like 2 months into school, but they were all doing it from home, and then that was their first week together as a group of people, as a school. But because of that, we got put on like the watch list by the like the people who own the camp. They even came down into our cabin and sat us down and be like, if anything else goes on, you guys are all kicked out. Like it was the
Dang.
it was the
That's such
second
an
day of being there.
embarrassing Feeling.
It
Dude.
is. It is. I feel bad for
I
you.
know-
I
know.
couldn't imagine. Okay, that's happened to me. I've been exposed at school before and didn't know, and people made it very obvious that it was happening. And
What?
What?
What are
Yeah.
you saying? You've been
Well,
exposed.
what did you say?
like,
what?
there's this one day I was wearing a sundress, and I was in math class, and the bell rang, and it was time for a nutrition break. And I put my backpack on, and I was walking.
Does that speak privilege or what?
Right.
Right now,
I put my-
nutrition break instead of just a regular like passing
I
period.
put my backpack on, and I walked out to the gym from like the math hallway, and I was standing there talking to. I don't even remember who. It might have been. We're not gonna say names. Anyways, I was standing there talking to some people, and I like hear these people from across the gym clapping and cheer, and they're shouting my name. And I was like, what the heck? And I turned around, and as soon as I turned around, it's a group of boys that I used to be friends with. They're clapping. And, yeah, Mikayla, yeah. They're clapping. One of the cheerleaders runs up and goes, girl. And she pulled my dress down. My dress was stuck up in my backpack. My whole butt was out. And I was like, I literally ran to the bathroom. I was sobbing, and I called mom, and I was like, I don't want to walk out. I was petrified.
Dang.
But that girl, you remember her? The cheerleader? Yeah.
What
And I
cutie.
didn't even, yeah, she was a really pretty
I was-
girl.
I
didn't
was
think
really into her.
I didn't think she liked me because she was kind of this like that pretty cheerleader mean girl, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? She wasn't very nice to me, but she did that, and I was like forever grateful. But
She was really nice to me.
if
That's why I was
somebody
like-
had like purposefully done that to me, I would have whooped them right then and there.
Look, let me tell you this too.
Cat.
Those guys were
Stop
jerks.
the cat.
Dude, those
Stop
were
the cat.
I mean, if you're cheering for like someone, especially if they're your friend and they're like, dude, that I would have beat up some kids like that. I would have.
I remember telling mom who it
I
was
did.
too, and she was shocked that it was him, or that he was one
Dang.
of the boys. And she was like, "If he was really your friend, he would have ran up and
Yep,
given you his
that's
jacket."
dang right.
And I was like, "I don't know what to do." I was so embarrassed. I literally was late to class because I was in there crying for so long.
Dude, I know I know another really significant story of a
I
individual.
mean,
who,
similar stories.
no, significant. It was definitely significant in our. Yeah, I will say similar. We'll say similar. That's probably a better word choice. I know another story that's very similar. There, another individual got kicked out of school for doing something pretty crazy, but.
We definitely won't go into that one.
We're not talking
We're
about
getting
that one.
demonetized.
It's not any of us.
Video
it's not
getting
any of us.
taken down.
It's not any of us.
And
Not any of us. Just crazy.
Is that why he left the school?
no,
Yes.
he got kicked out.
I'm
no,
pretty
no,
sure
no,
he
no,
got-
no. He was embarrassed, extraordinarily.
Yeah, he was
embarrassed, and
embarrassed.
How
rightfully
it ended
so.
up
He was
happening.
embarrassed, but he came back the next year, and then he got into a couple fights, and they kicked him out.
No, he never. They wouldn't let him come back. He
Yeah,
he
they
went
did.
he went to a whole other school. I know what school and everything went to because of that. Because
He
it
moved
was
to a different state.
Right?
yes, but we were.
He
I
wa-
was gonna say where he was
The-
going, but
It doesn't matter because they don't know.
it just
Anyways.
happened to that this individual watched the podcast. They know exactly who it is.
Let's be real. He shouldn't have been doing it, and
Ah.
it shouldn't have happened. And yeah, he is, and that's his fault.
Okay. Anyways, we're gonna move away from this conversation.
Anyways, yeah. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna keep talking about that situation, but
I'm trying to think if I we're probably coming right up around time when we should probably end the podcast. What time is it? Yeah, it's probably right about time. I'm not too sure how long this is. I haven't been keeping 100% track, but very different podcast than our first one. We kind of just went on anecdotes and told stories and talked about food the entire times. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh yeah, so say. Bro, don't.
boneless or bone-in wings?
Oh my gosh.
Again,
Bone in.
boneless.
Those
I-
aren't even wings. Those are glorified nuggets.
Yes, I agree. I'm a
I-
bone in.
I'm boneless, right? But
We know.
what? That doesn't even make sense. But okay.
It
Um,
makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yes. You seem like a boneless type of guy.
Okay. Okay. Well, flats or drums? Flats or drums?
What?
Flats. Flats.
It's the type of wings with bone in. Like drums. There's drumstick and then there's flats.
I because I think they're just better. There's more meat.
But
do.
it's harder.
No, it's not. It's easier.
Guys,
There's two bones.
We gotta stop with the food.
No, we're
I want to
continuing.
eat it. I want to eat. I'm so hungry. So let's just end the podcast. Mikayla, why don't you go ahead and start the outro, and then Marcus, you can go ahead.
Here,
and
what about
close
this?
out.
What about this?
Bye.
Uno
Oh my
versus Uno.
Dose.
What?
The Dose card game. Have you heard of it?
Trash.
I think isn't that the one where you have
It's really
to?
confusing.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, there's like different stages, right? And you have to try and wait. What is that? Oh, that's phase 10. Never mind.
Okay, well, Mikayla, go ahead and close
I don't-
outro us a little bit, and Marcus will finish us off with the outro.
I don't know how to do the outro.
Okay, Marcus, thank you so much. Go ahead and close us out, brother.
Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already, hit that. Ooh, I was about to say Twitch stuff. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that post notification. Share this. Comment down below if you want to see another one. Yeah.
I have something else to say. Guys, let us know of different topics that you would like to see us talk about. Because obviously, what we plan to do is just kind of open, free conversation. But in addition, talk about some things that are highlighted, some things that are trending right now. And so if you guys have a specific suggestion, maybe there's something that you're just like, oh, I really would love your guys' opinion on it. Please let us know. We'd love to talk about it and speak our minds about it. So thank you again for watching. Kevin's very tired. I'm extremely
Thank you.
tired. Marcus is
Where can they find you, Kevin?
Oh, yeah.
On Instagram at MXM Ace Donut and YouTube at Ace Donut, and then also here at the MXM channel.
Sir.
If you post. Mikayla, where can they find you?
I probably won't accept your request, so don't. It's not.
Are you
worth it.
private?
Oh, are you private?
Yes, I am.
What? I didn't know that.
My personal
But
page
you
is
know,
also
if this
private.
podcast was a little more interesting because I
Oh,
was in it
okay,
and you
okay.
want me to come back, you let
Oh,
us
well.
know.
Oh, it's not anymore that.
You guys can go ahead and find me on my YouTube channel at LAVATIE. That's also my Instagram and my TikTok. Please go follow me on TikTok. Trying to make it big. So, it's LAVATIE on all 3 platforms.
Perfect thumbnail.
Yes,
Clickbait.
we need to make a thumbnail.
No, but you put she did what, and then put the little peachy emoji, and then it's like the story of her with the sundress coming or whatever, and then people are like, wait, this is interesting, and then they click on the video.
Okay.
They just want to see my butt.
More.
Sex sells. All right, guys. Thanks so much, guys. We will catch you
can
guys.
find me.
Well, we didn't
sorry.
want to know, so.
Go ahead, Marcus. All right, guys. You guys go ahead and find Marcus on Twitch as well as on YouTube and Instagram. So make sure you guys go follow him. It is MXM Watermelon. Go ahead and look him up on all the different platforms. We'll catch you guys next time. But until then,
I just realized-
we'll see you later.
Nope.
Deuces.
Your head kind of looks like a watermelon.